And I'm going to take my shoes real quick. I'm going to get comfortable.
Good idea.
A lot of you are probably wondering, who am I? My name is Holly. I am the owner of 951 Fitness. I also own Viper Fitness Equipment here in town. And I own a few other businesses, like a wedding facility and a few rental properties. And you're probably thinking, why does this matter? I've had a lot of struggles in my life. And just as everyone has their own reason for being here and in business, things that I've been working with in my life is, one, I didn't graduate high school. A lot of you are going, oh my God, you own several businesses. I did not graduate high school, and I have a learning disability. I have ADD, and I probably have some other learning disabilities or two. It takes you an hour to learn. It'll probably take me 2 or 3 or possibly 4 or 5 to learn, and possibly not even retain even after that. But through the struggles and through it all, I've made it. I've been in business here about 5 years, and I'm like to say I'm pretty successful. I have one of my clients here, 2 of my clients here. I have one of my trainers here in the back, one of my awesome trainers here at Veronica. But why this matters is because, one, I love what I do, and I'm a workhorse. And whatever goal I have set, I always succeed. I always have a plan and a game plan to get to where I want to be. So, with that being said, I have my little notes here. So if I refer to them, excuse me. But how many of you guys have played the game Monopoly? Monopoly. Everyone's played it. It's a classic. I love that game. But there's rules to that game. So you have to follow rules in Monopoly to win or succeed. And you have to follow rules in business and in life to succeed. And that's what we're going to talk about, owning your business like an athlete, following rules. Wow, this is so official. This is so cool. I have a lot of quotes in here, and you're going to see that. I love quotes and quotes that pertain to what we're talking about. First, you have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. And I think you guys can all agree that Albert Einstein was a brilliant man. Every business in Denver requires risk. There's not one out there that is foolproof and fail-proof. I mean, every business endeavor requires risk. And unfortunately, there is no entrepreneurial crystal ball to predict what's going to work, what's not going to work. Some of it is trial and error, but as Dion gave a speech about earlier, if you guys were here for that, following those steps to get to where you want to be, finding your why, looking at your customer, and those are some of the things we're going to talk about today. Next slide. First of all, you have to create a game plan. You have to have clarity and vision of your goal. What type of business do you want? There's online, brick and mortar. Dion talked about having something that's more local. Dion has something that she can sell to somebody in New York if she wants. She has an online business. That's pretty cool. She can work from anywhere, here, her home, the beach, and have her business still functioning. If you're going to be product-based, if you're going to be service-based, what size business do you guys envision? And Marie Forleo, do any of you guys know who Marie Forleo is? No, she is an awesome speaker. And she classifies business sizes into 3 categories. A big-ass business, think of like Google, Amazon, Apple. Those are big-ass businesses. They have small businesses, and she likes to classify those as less than 100 employees. And then you have micro business, which is something less than 10 employees. And when I first started out, I thought, oh, I want a small business. Like, I want tons of employees. And you have 99 employees, you have 99 problems sometimes. So just think like, bigger is not always better. Sometimes just being, a smaller, more manageable business is the way to go. Do you have a business plan? For those of you that did not get Dion's worksheet, she has a fabulous worksheet that she can email you guys that can kind of get you into that direction of creating your why and your business plan. And really, truly, a business plan is something laid out that will take 3 to 5 years and outlines the route that your company intends to take to grow. And consider this your playbook. Like every athlete has a playbook That's their business plan. Every football player has their book of plays. That's their business plan. Are your goals clearly defined? What action steps you need to take to get to point A, from A to B, B to C? You can't just go from A to Z. That just doesn't work. Some questions to ask yourself. What will make your business remarkable? Like, think about that. What will make your business remarkable and stand out? And what are your expectations? Never, 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 and people are probably going to shoot me watching this on internet right now, never go into business for the sole purpose of making money. I know it sounds ridiculous, like, but I gotta live. And you do. But if you don't have emotion and you don't have passion, then you shouldn't be in business. Money is a byproduct, not the purpose. And how many of you guys watch The Profit? Marcus and Lewis. Any of you guys ever heard of that show, The Profit? It's on ABC. It's a wonderful show. Rarely, if ever, will you make the kind of money that you think you're going to make if your heart and soul is not into your business. You won't do it. If a football player's heart and soul is not into that game, they're not going to win that game. Most entrepreneurs are not primarily motivated by financial gains. We're motivated by the desire to make a difference in people's lives, to impact them, and to really help others. And once you can make a positive difference in someone's life, then your business becomes fun, becomes rewarding, and then it'll become financially profitable. You want to gain intelligence about your competition. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? Is there a competition? Is there another business out there, like the one you want to start or the one that you currently have, with a proven track record of success? And there's a difference between a copycat business model, and I'll explain that in a minute, or a similar business model. Now, let's take Starbucks, for example. Starbucks, they all look different. There's no two Starbucks alike. I mean, you can walk in one here in Temecula, one in Florida. They look different, but they have the same layout internally as far as like where they place their okra chai tea and where they place their coffee mats, and it's all laid out the same. And it's that way for a reason. With an industry like mine, there is a competitor that owns a franchise. And no matter what Fit Body Bootcamp you look at, their website is all the same. They're all individually owned, but all the testimonies are all the same. Their websites are the same. You walk into a Fit Body Bootcamp, the owner may be an a-hole, but they're all laid out the same. And the results are different. So that is a similar business model. If you are starting a brand new business with a business model that has not been proven or has not been done before, my business, my gym, the way I've laid it out and what I do, I was the first in the valley to do it. There was not another business like mine in the valley that did and does what I do. I'm the largest. Let's think I'm the best. I'm the largest. So there was a lot of trial and error on my part. It took a lot of tears, it took a lot of emotion, took a lot of research. Take, for example, Co-working Connection. I mean, there's no other business like this in town. I mean, she's done a fabulous job giving other business owners a place to call their home. And this is amazing. I mean, you need to open up another one.
Find me an investor.
I will. I mean, this is truly, an amazing business. So is there competition? Do your research, who does what you do. Study your ass off about your chosen industry. Set up Google alerts for the trends and topics in your industry. Is there an unmet need in the marketplace for your business? And ladies, you guys know what Spanx are? Oh, who doesn't know what Spanx are, right? Yeah. Spanx are amazing. Sarah Blakely, she created them, 2000. She found that unmet need to, basically, she wanted to wear a cream-colored pair of pants, and she wanted to not see her dimples and lumps on the back of her butt and thighs, and so she cut off some pantyhose and said, I'm going to stick these under my pants. This is going to work. Somehow she found this amazing material that covers up the lumps and bumps in your butt, and it's an amazing multi-billion-dollar industry. So she found that unmet need in the marketplace, and now she has copycatters. I think there's something called Yummy by one of the Real Housewives. Yeah, I mean, she copycatted. Target has their brand. I mean, everyone's copied what Sarah Blakely did, and it will never match to the quality to what she has. So, and what is the track record of your competition? Read reviews. There's Yelp, there's Google+, there's Foursquare. Hatch has the reviewing system. There is no better place to learn what your competitors are doing right, and no better place to learn what your competitors are doing wrong than to read those reviews. If you have something that you love and like, you're going to go out and tell a bunch of people. If you have something that you hate and despise, you're going to put it on Facebook. That's just truth. So read those reviews, find out what your competitors are doing and what they're not doing, and do or don't do those things. So you can learn a lot from those reviews. You want to learn your business markets. What I mean by that is, here's your customer. Deanna touched on that a little bit. You really want to make a customer avatar. And like Deanna said earlier, your customer avatar can change month to month. It can change by season. It can change by holiday. It can change by what you're trying to market. And I'm going to use this as an example of lingerie stores. Victoria's Secret. They don't have guys' clothes. They don't have guys' underwear. They don't have anything for guys. Except around Valentine's Day, Victoria's Secret commercials come out, Victoria's Secret ad comes out, and they're geared towards men. Because who's going to buy the lady the lingerie at Valentine's Day? Men. So that's why they gear their advertising towards men. So if you have a promotion or something that you're doing, think ahead, plan out your year, get out a calendar and plan out your game plan for the year. It is so important to write out everything that you want to do, every promotion, every ad, every, as we talked earlier, the 7 touches to, get somebody through the door. Plan that all out. What are your needs to your customer? You want to find out what their fears and their hopes are. What do they have happening in their life that your business or service can help? How can you be an attainable solution for what they need? And what is your price point? That is huge. You don't want to outprice yourself in the market. You don't want to underprice yourself in the market. Are you paid what you're worth? Are you paid what you're worth? Do you feel like you're worth more than you are? I mean, you really have to evaluate that stuff. If you deal with price shoppers, and in some business markets, there's a need to be in with a Groupon, Dealapalooza, things like that. Sometimes you're just always going to deal with a price shopper, and sometimes that can be an unwinnable situation. Sometimes when you're dealing with that, it's just not winnable. Develop your skills that can enhance your business. Learn your craft, learn your product. If you have exhausted all avenues of research, everything, if you're service-based, do you have the education, skill set, the mindset to perform that service? Do you have the personality for that service? Fortunately for me, I have multiple personalities. So choose one. If you're product-based, are you getting the best deal to make the most profit? If you're selling this pen, is there a middleman that you can cut out to make a bigger profit on this pen? You want to make sure that you're getting the most. Some people are natural-born salespeople. God bless my husband. He is a natural-born salesperson. I am not. And I literally, a true story, with Viper Fitness Equipment, Randy said, call this guy, he wants to buy flooring. I called this guy. He did want to buy flooring, but he just didn't want to buy it from a woman. I gave him a price. He said, no, thank you. I was like, okay. My husband called him. Not only did he sell him flooring, he sold them some dumbbells, some kettlebells, got invited to a beer and a bar mitzvah. How the hell did you do that? I don't understand. I mean, some people are natural born salespeople, others are not. So figure out what your expertise is. And if you're not a natural born salesperson, but you are in the business that sells a product, find that salesperson to work for you. Like, don't try to do it yourself. I don't. I hire my husband. It works. It works. We have a good love-hate relationship. So have you followed the previous steps? Have you made your business plan? Have you done that? Have you done your research on your competition? Have you learned your business market? I think those were slides they didn't pull up. There they are. All right, how many of you guys are social people, or like to consider yourself social people? Social? Yeah, social. You're all on like some sort of social media. Use all the social media outlets available to you. You got Facebook, you got Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google+, YouTube. I met my husband on YouTube. True story.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no kidding. I seriously met my husband on YouTube. Be afraid. It happens. 46 days later, we were married.
I've seen your videos on YouTube. How much later you were married?
46 days later, I was married.
46 days?
46 days.
What
You
was
are
he
brave.
doing on YouTube that you met him? I mean,
He was watching my stupid videos. Yeah, met my husband for years.
so what were you doing in the video itself?
I think I was talking about vajazzling. I don't know what I was talking about in that particular video, but
Oh,
yeah,
I remember that one.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I met my husband on YouTube. I know, it's a scary, sick world out there. That being social, and you're single, hey, maybe that's the new dating site. I don't know.
well, that's okay. I mean, choices can have good consequences.
That's right, and I have a beautiful little girl out of it.
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, good consequences.
Yes.
And a wonderful salesperson for a husband.
Absolutely! It worked. It did. It was not, we didn't have it's a website. How many of you guys have a website? Website.
Yeah.
Websites are incredible. You need to have good content. Blogs. People go to websites for blogs, newsletters, emails. If you don't have a way to capture emails on your website, you're losing out. You are not taking in as much as you can from your website. You need to have something to capture emails. A free offer, a free intro, offer them a sales book or something to get that email. And then from that email, send out newsletters, send out weekly stuff to them. That's huge. Networking. That's what we're doing here, is we're networking. We're meeting new people, meeting new faces, making new contacts. Chamber mixers, Rotary, there's Valley of Professionals. There's so many different networking opportunities in this valley. This is the best valley to live in. And I only know that because, one, I've never lived in another valley. I've been here since 1977. So do that for me. I mean, I've been here that long. But seriously, the amount of support that you get from the community here is incredible. So really tap into that. Public speaking, like I'm doing here, find those opportunities. Write articles for local publications. You used to do that for a while. Volunteer. Volunteer at places. Build your karma charge card. I'm so huge on volunteering for people, places, and things. Hey, I don't like karma charge card. Take action. Last but not least, you need to take action. All the presenters that are here this week are experts in their field. That's why they're here. Learn from them. You can go back and you can watch the links. Go to coworkingconnection.com/speakers, and you can find, if you missed a topic that you think you wanted to hear or you missed for whatever reason, go back and watch it. Watch these over and over again, because you're going to hear something in a different way that maybe didn't resonate with this person, but it's going to resonate with this one over here. You can be in the beginning planning phases of your venture. You could be a newly wedded business, or you could be a senior business owner, but it doesn't matter, because we're all here for the same reason. We're all here to learn from each other, to learn what works, what doesn't work. Learn to delegate. That's huge. That is so huge. Learn to delegate. Don't expect to do everything yourself. You need to trust in your team. I delegated this task of this to my girlfriend myself. Thank you very much. I couldn't have done this. I tried. I failed. I called her. She's like, no problem. 5 minutes later, I got this beautiful PowerPoint. Learn to delegate things because you cannot do everything yourself. And people will work for recognition and opportunity more than will work for anything else. So remember that. And if you're handling your own website, social media, sales, payroll, stuff by yourself, don't. Do what you do best. Veronica, you're a damn good trainer. So she had one of her clients make the most amazing video, like a 2-minute commercial. It was kick-ass, so much better than anything she could have done, better than I could have done. And I made my living off of YouTube for a while. I mean, it was amazing. But she had one of her clients make that for her. And that got a lot of hits and brought her some business. So if you have connections that can, do those little things for you that you struggle, but to somebody else, it's a breeze, take advantage of that. Last but not least, take time for yourself. Everybody needs to take time for themselves. What works in my household is happy wife, happy life. If I'm not happy, nobody's happy. And with that being said, here comes my shameless plug. Yes, I own a gym, and yes, and nothing makes me happier than doing, 300 burpees. It makes me sweat, it makes my mind think. I was a workout a couple weeks ago. It sucked balls. It sucked big balls, let me tell you. But, challenge yourself, sweat, keep yourself healthy and happy, and come see us. It's.
What's a burpee?
Oh, you gotta show it.
I'm telling Adria, Veronica, come up here.
All right.
Come up here. We're going to show you what a burpee is. Come on.
Oh, you might want to
We're going
stand
to
up.
show you what a burpee is. Stand up, everyone. Stand up for
You
this.
can't see it from.
Stand up. We got Veronica, we got Hazel, we got Adria.
I just did 120 yesterday.
I'm sorry, Phil.
And you're nice 50 to prove it.
All right, ready? Go.
Carpet.
That is a burpee.
You did 120 of them, did you?
A couple of weeks ago, their workout was 300.
Learning one is challenging.
Yeah.
No.
It was
Why do they
horrible.
call it a burpee? Do you know that? I don't
I'm
know.
probably because you want to burp every time.
Because it's squeezing everything. It makes you happy.
So, this is my shameless plug. Come and see us. Everyone that's here, please take one of my cards. I'd like to, invite you guys down for 2 weeks. Come and see us, see what we have to offer. And on that note, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others go out there and make it happen. So, thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to be here. I really appreciate it. And taking the time out of your busy day, your busy schedule. Gosh, I went through this really super fast too, just like you did.
too.
Holy moly. But, again, take my card. If you have any questions, if you have any questions now, feel free to ask.
I have a question. Yeah. What do you think the biggest benefit of an entrepreneur taking time to work out and build themselves physically has to do with them professionally? How do you think that translates?
Taking time for yourself in general it's good for the soul, it's good for the heart, it's good for the brain. And if you don't have that time to go out, if you're just working, and don't get me wrong, I'm an effing workhorse. I love what I do, but I need that time to think. And whether it be to work out at my gym, to work out, at home, to go for a walk around Red Hawk Loop, it's
Sorry.
Red
Hawk.
Yeah, it's good for your soul. It clears your brain, clears your mind. It makes you want to love your husband again. Like when you get home, you're like, thank you for giving me that hour. I appreciate that. But it can only make you stronger mentally, physically, and if you're strong for yourself, you're strong for your family, you're strong for your team, you're strong for your clients, you're strong for the people that depend on you.
It's kind of like the old on the airplane, put the oxygen on you first. And then,
I have a couple of points to make to that as well. One personal point was I just recently started working out, and I'm one of those people that requires like 9 or 10 hours of sleep.
Mhm.
After I started working out, I was able to sleep for 5 hours because I got my good REM sleep, and I just was more awake and alert and creative, and I was actually working better and able to get up earlier and start my day, and I lasted longer, so that's another thing. And I'm also involved in a coaching program right now for millionaire loan officers and realtors.
Mhm.
And the coach of that program is huge on, if you're fat, lose weight, because you cannot build a successful business if you're not healthy.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You just can't. Don't be unhealthy. You need to be healthy.
You take that time for yourself.
It's very important, and it's a proven thing.
Yeah.
Takes the time.
Very awesome. Well, thank you very much for being here and coming. I appreciate it.
Very short.
Oh, right up here.
Very cool, by the
Senator?
way.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Thank you, Holly.
Now, that's a nice card.
I'm looking forward to, I'll definitely. Would you prefer?
Email.
Email.
It's like, yeah.